There is nothing the 16-year-old can't do, and on Monday, her newest album, The Time of Our Lives, will be released exclusively at Walmart, where she also has a new clothing line. Miley Cyrus, good morning.
Thank you. Good morning to you.
I'm so sorry you are so drenched, you poor thing.
It's actually, you know, it's okay. Nice way to wake up in the morning.
At least,
exactly,
right?
And at least it wasn't cold.
How was it out there for you? I mean, do you still get nervous when you see crowds this big?
I don't think it's nerves. I think I just get more like, I get super anxious because you never really know how someone's going to respond, especially when you do new music. This song has been out for a little while, and it's had its success, and so that's great. But just some of the new songs like Kicking and Screaming and some of those things no one's heard before. So.
And it's a little more of a rocker side to you. Is that kind of the new Miley Cyrus we're going to see?
Well, for this record, I kind of kept it within the lines of what I usually do, which is kind of like a pop rock sound. I don't even like using the word rock for it because I feel like it's definitely like an honor to be put in that title. So I feel like the next record, that's what I'm going to be able to do. This is kind of like my transition. I wanted to put out Party in the USA because it's a cool song for everybody. I swear I've seen more moms dance to it than I have kids.
I know I dance
to it. The moms are always like jamming, and I'm like,
the mom who's
so it's like totally cool, and the younger kids like it as well. But then I feel like it's kind of my way of kind of supporting the clothing line, which it goes perfect for all that kind of look. But next record, I definitely want to be able to step it up a little bit. But I'm really excited about this one because it's a good transition, kind of introducing myself kind of once again to everyone.
Yeah, and you mentioned your clothing line. Clothing line sold exclusively at Walmart, and this is along with the designer Max Azra, you came up with this collection. How involved were you in designing the collection?
We were really involved, especially at the beginning because, I walked into his office and there was just a bunch of pictures of me, and I'm like, okay, those are like not good. And he's like, well, this is your style, and I'm like, really? I'm like, people want to dress like that, and he's like, yeah, totally. So we kind of just took things that I like, and I feel. Honestly, there's just one day that I remember so well that I walked into a BCBG store, and as usual, which I haven't changed that much, I'm still wearing my tennis shoes, but I was wearing tennis shoes and a plaid shirt, and I was just like, I walked out of there in heels and a dress, and I was like, I feel like so much better about myself after like being kind of introduced to his line, and so I feel like that's when it really, I kind of understood the genius behind, Max.
And is that what you want to give back to young women? Because the line really is so accessible. I mean, I think 90% of the collection is under $20. Right?
Yeah, it's all super cheap. Like, I've been wearing the jeans every day, and it's also, my thing is it's not built for people that are this big around. It's built for people with normal bodies, and it's built for people that have beautiful curves, and I feel like there's nothing for that, and that was really important to me. And I went, it's for for kids, and it's also for adults. I've had more adults be able to rock the line too, and it's not just for people that look the way that it's supposedly so in. It's for normal bodies, and I love being able to put on a pair of jeans and not lay on my bed and not jump up and down. Because me and my sister, we laughed about that one night. We're like, you never actually get that. So I love being able to have comfortable clothes that fit a normal body.
Hard to believe you have to struggle to get into a pair of jeans.
I do the bed laying. I have music for that.
Now, I mean, you were talking about the transition and this time in your life. I mean, you're 16 going on 17 in December, I believe. And I can imagine a lot of pressure on a young girl like you. And your character, Hannah Montana, you're going into your 4th season now. A lot of people still see you in that Disney clean-cut image. Is it hard for you to kind of outgrow that and go past that? Yeah,
I always want to, be known. It's not necessarily, I don't think it's like, it's just like perfect, like, girl, but it's someone that is hopefully, inspiring other people, and that's what I want more than anything. I'm not here to say that I'm perfect, because I'm far from that, and, as we all are, and I'm here to, my mistakes are kind of a little bit harder because they are in front of millions and millions of people, but it's that I get to go through that and I get to learn, and, it's hard to sometimes smile about it because half the time, it does suck, like having to go through that, but it's also, it just makes me want to try harder the next time when, I know that little girls look at me and say I'm their hero, and that's really important.
Do you like that, being a role model to them, and do you feel like you're judged unfairly sometimes?
Sometimes it's kind of just like going into this business. I think you just expect it. Yeah. But it's kind of just like what this industry is, and it is about that. But I feel like everyone has to make mistakes, and I think if a lot of people look back at you know, them being a kid, they're going to realize that they've done a lot of the same things that I have. So, I mean, I guess sometimes judgment's unfair, but that's just the way it rolls. It's the way the cookie crumbles, my friends.
It is, absolutely. Well, Miley, you've been so sweet to stay with us for 4 songs, and you're so grounded. It's nice to see you here again.
Thank you.
I know you're going to be amazing no matter what you do in life, so
Thank
it's great to see you grow so much. Thank you. And we look forward, by the way, to one more song from Miley coming up in our next half hour. Also ahead in today's garden, we're going to show you what's involved when it comes to getting your plants ready for fall. But up next on today's real estate, what can you get for your money, and has the market finally hit rock bottom? We're going to check out some houses for sale with Barbara Corcoran right after this.